In a world where Carolina Panthers fans have an insatiable thirst for Panthers news and opinions, only one podcast roars ferociously. It's the C3 Panthers Podcast.
Perfect. C3 fans, what's going on? You know, it's another time where I can get to come to you guys and talk about football. So you know that's what I love to do. Today we're going to be talking about DeVonta Smith. Recently, Mel Kiper just put out a brand new mock draft and had us taking DeVonta Smith. And it really kind of got me to thinking. You know, I really normally wouldn't want to draft a receiver this high in the top 10, having so many other needs. But I've been on this kick for a while now that DeVonta Smith is wide receiver number 1 in this year's draft class. And I really do mean that, and I really do believe it. I know a lot of people are really high on Jamar Chase out of LSU, and I am too. I really like Jamar Chase. A lot of people also really like Jalen Waddle. A few guys from CBS say they think that Jalen Waddle is a slightly better version of Henry Ruggs from last year, who went the number one receiver taken to the Raiders. But I'm telling you, after breaking down the film, after seeing what this man does, the first receiver in years to win the Heisman Trophy Award, guys, I genuinely do believe that DeVonta Smith is the best wide receiver in this year's draft class, and I look forward to showing you why. Hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we're going to break down the film. If this isn't your first time joining me, you know the routine right now. I know my man Tin Tiz is in the chat. He already knows. If for whatever reason the stream goes down, just let me know. Send me a comment in the chat room. I'll be able to take it down and put something else back up on the stream. And no, my man is not 4'7", okay? He's 6'1", and my man can probably run a high 4'3". So listen, enough of listening to me talk. Let's break down the film because that's what you came here for. And nothing to it but to do it. So we are going to look at first his performance against Texas A&M in the 2020 season. He is number 6. He'll be lined up down here to the bottom. And what you're going to instantly notice about DeVonta Smith is his speed out of his breaks, okay? This man is quick and shifty. On the crossing route, catches the ball in the air, doesn't let the football touch his body, hands catch, and look how nimble he is to outmaneuver the defense and continue down the sideline. People want to talk about him being 170 pounds like that's some kind of problem, but listen, I said this in my Rashawn Slater film review. If talent evaluators are telling you that there's some kind of physical deficiency in a player's game, I want to see it matter. I want to see this man get bullied at the line of scrimmage. And that is something that you do not see happen. You do not see him get pressed by corners and really interrupt his routes all that often. And this play right here is a beautiful indicator of what DeVonta Smith does so well. Look how quick he moves out of his breaks, stops on a dime, comes back to the football, catches the football, makes another football maneuver, and makes 3 defenders miss in space. Like, that is high-level technique stuff. Incredible route running. He's easily my best receiver in this year's draft. Injury history. So he does. People are a little bit worried about his, how his frame is going to hold up in the NFL. But really, injuries weren't too much of a problem for DeVonta Smith. He was able to play last season and this season, and that ball was just overthrown right there. But one of the things that I think you're going to like from his film is his ability to play like a big-bodied receiver. DeVonta Smith, in the end zone when it matters, he is not afraid to go up and make a play on the football. And if this was a better thrown football, if this was just a little bit lower, I don't doubt that DeVonta Smith doesn't just go up and high point it and come down with the touchdown. Age, I do not have off the top of my head, 10. I know that he is a very young player. Got a foot down. Now look how good this is right here, man. Wait until they show the replay. So he runs a little corner route up here, jumps up above the defender's head, high points the football, comes back, and gets a foot down and bounds for the touchdown. Now, that's not 2 feet down, so it's not an NFL touchdown, but he shows the ability to use his athletic frame to know where he is on the field. He doesn't really run out of bounds too often. He's a very acrobatic, nimble player. Jeez, how long are they going to keep on this one? Again, they do a little pooch pass to DeVonta Smith, and you see the speed. And what I'm telling you is imagine what this guy might be able to do in Carolina's offense. I mean, knowing that we already have DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, Christian McCaffrey, now adding another one wide receiver like this, and now all of a sudden our receiving core looks similar to what LSU and Joe Brady had in 2019 or in 2019 when they won it all. So listen, I know we said I said Texas A&M and Mississippi State. I'll go ahead and throw in the Georgia game too, since that film was a little bit shorter than I anticipated. But right off the bat, you already see what you want from a player like DeVonta Smith. Fixed, man. Let's wait until they get to that play in the game, and then we'll break it down a little more. So one of the things that you'll notice is he's a willing blocker too. He's not afraid to use his long arms, engage with the corner, and really be a good run blocker. I mean, if you're going to play at Alabama, you know that you have to run block. So that's an incredibly important thing that he does. And again, I never see 170 pounds be a problem for him in doing that either. So they run a mesh route right here. Get the ball to him underneath. Maintains good contact balance. Stays up on his feet. Oh, just overthrown on a corner route. DeVonta Smith is at the top. Nice little juke. Nice little post route. Curls it back inside. And he does a good job at using his hands to extend and catch the football in the air. That's what you want to teach. You don't want to teach your players to catch the football with their chest. That's how you fumble. That's how balls get bobbled and intercepted. Now, listen, fantastic job coming back to the football. That was reasonably good coverage right there. Again, I don't have the all-22, but DeVonta Smith knows that this ball is at risk of being intercepted. I think this ball should have had more zip and a little bit out in front of DeVonta, but it doesn't matter because DeVonta Smith is so quick. He's able to come back to the football, make a play, and get down for the first down. That's high-level stuff. I think that might be Eric Stokes, too, that he was on from Georgia. Look how close that ball was to being intercepted, and then DeVonta Smith just comes back and fights for it. Jermaine Shepard says, this is why I don't believe in Matt Jones. Yeah, I agree with you, man. I definitely agree with you. Tim Tizzy, he's 22 years old, 6'1" and 174 pounds. He might bulk up a little bit in the NFL, And again, a lot of evaluators are really not wanting to hear 174 pounds. And I don't blame them, especially when you have corners that are getting bigger and stronger. But what I'm telling you is that DeVonta Smith went up against SEC corners all year and held his own the entire time. So let's look at this one more time. Catches a slant route on the inside, knows that he's going to take a hit, but still takes the hit, maintains contact balance, and gets the first down. I mean, that's how you move the sticks. 3rd and 19. DeVonta does a good job coming back to the football. Oh, Eric Stokes grabs him on the corner right here. Still doesn't even matter. He's physical enough to get away from him, disengage, and then I think it comes down with the football too. Here we go, DeVonta Smith up at the top, pointing out what kind of coverage he's in. Again, this is the kind of people say that running back is a security blanket for the quarterback, or that a tight end is a security blanket for the quarterback. I would argue that nothing is more of a security blanket than a number one wide receiver. So there's reasonably good coverage up here. He's in press man coverage, and DeVonta Smith is able to fight through it, come back to the football, make separation, and catch the football and make a play, and even get some yards after the catch. He knows where he's at on the football field, and he knows that sometimes he's going to have to look back at the quarterback, read his eyes, and make sure that he's giving his quarterback an opportunity to make a play. And he does that. The type of player that will be your number one receiver. And he is going to demand coverage from whoever your team's number one corner is. Look how he's able to break away. The ball was a little bit underthrown, but DeVonta Smith is able to come back, make a great play. And look at the separation that DeVonta Smith is able to make right there. He goes up, little wheel route, up the sideline. And man, if that ball is more out in front of him, more toward the back pylon, dude, this guy is a high-level separator. And there is nothing I value more in a receiver. It doesn't matter what size you are. If you're a small guy or a big-bodied receiver, if you're able to separate and you have fast, quick, and nimble feet, there's nothing I value more from a receiver. Because that footwork alone is going to be able to get you open. Matt Jones works back. Nothing there. Great comment by Rock Bridges. I mean, Robbie Anderson is small and is a beast. And the reason why Robbie Anderson is a beast is because of what I just said. His route running is incredible. I mean, his route running will make him be open in the NFL. And that's the same thing I'm saying about DeVonta Smith. His first step is hell. Absolutely. You see the kind of separation that he's able to make almost instantly. And look how nimble he is. Part of the benefit of being a thinner wide receiver is he's able to get narrow and fit in those spaces between and maintain contact balance, not let his foot drift out of bounds, and stay inside and keep in bounds. Jake the Snake, I'm not mad at that comparison. I see a little Odell Beckham in him too. I have no problem with that comparison. Another beautiful little play by DeVonta Smith. Comes back to the football. Let's look at that one more time. So just a flea flicker. And again, if there's more air under that football, if Sam Darnold can put the football out in front of him, dude, Sam Darnold to DeVonta Smith, that might be one of the best things possible to actually help Sam Darnold be a better decision maker. It helps Matt Jones when Jalen Waddle and DeVonta Smith are always wide open, always being able to come back to the football and make a play with their hands. That benefits a quarterback, and it raises their level of play. Imagine Sam Darnold having to be a better decision maker when all those decisions are going to be open downfield. You know that would help him out a ton. Good coverage by Stokes. Just gets his hands off of him. Again, he's a willing run blocker. Zero chill. What's going on, man? And yeah, I appreciate you joining me. I don't know if you're just joining me, but listen, I don't want to hear anyone tell you that DeVonta Smith is not big enough and strong enough to maintain in the NFL. I say that if someone has a physical deficiency, I want to see it be a problem on their football film. And I just don't see that, man. Against press man coverage, rarely do you ever see a defender disrupt him so much that it prevents him from having that crisp, fluid motion to his routes. I mean, they're always putting him in man coverage, and he's always going up and making a play like that. At 170 pounds, he's able to play so fast and physical. Man coverage, they know that it's coming his way, and just jumps up, high points the football, comes down with it with both feet inbounds. That's an NFL catch. Goes up, comes down, 2 feet inbounds. That is an NFL catch, ladies and gentlemen. Dude, I'm telling you, the more and more you watch DeVonta Smith, and I'm not really the kind of person that gets too excited about receivers, especially myself. I'm a firm believer that receiving talent can be had at just about all rounds in the NFL. So I'm normally not too high on using a first-round pick on a receiver. But, man, when you're able to see all of the different things that DeVonta Smith does so well, man, I couldn't blame a football team for just taking him wherever he is. Personally, if I'm the Miami Dolphins and I have an opportunity to reunite him with Tua Tagovailoa, and you're wondering what kind of quarterback Tua Tagovailoa is going to be on the next level, DeVonta Smith would be perfect for them. But if the Dolphins aren't going to do that, and if teams are going to be absolutely stupid enough to say that, it's going to be a problem for him weighing 170 pounds in the NFL, dude, if they want to think that, let him do it. Let him do it. DeVonta Smith here at the bottom on a slant route. That seemed like, definite pass interference. Look how effortless it takes him to get 10 yards upfield. Are y'all seeing that? Are y'all seeing how hard he's able to plant his foot and come back inside? Like, look, that's fantastic stuff. All right, he ran out of bounds and lost some yards. You'll notice from the film, they like to run a lot of slant routes with him. A lot of slants, a lot of corner routes, a lot of post, and they will put him inside too. Oh, now that should have been a catch. That should have been a catch. But everything that happened before he dropped that football was flawless. He has that corner beat, hands up, and he wishes he had that one back, man. He really, really wishes he had that one back because that was perfect, man. Perfect separation, and he's so fast. Look how quick he is off the line. And is a willing blocker. Again, when you play for Alabama, dude, you have to run block. You have to run block. They will make you run block. And like I said, when you have long arms, I don't care how much you weigh because your leverage is your advantage. If you're able to shoot your hands onto, say, the cornerback, and you're able to lock out and use your range and push them around, push them off balance, like that, you have to learn how to use all the natural advantages of your frame. And even though he's a thinner guy, DeVonta Smith is so good at using his range and athleticism to be able to separate and go up and high point the football. Downfield, just terrible pass by Matt Jones on that play. 704 shot at bound. What's up, brother? Happy you could join me, man. Puts him on the outside. Defensive line got shredded. By the way, this bit of film against Mississippi State, my man had 4 touchdowns. Oh, good stuff. Listen, man, I know he's a receiver, but you're crazy if you don't think I get excited about a receiver throwing his weight around, blocking for his running back. He was able to make this play for my man right here, Najee Harris, and push this corner out the way. Got physical and just shoved him around. Show me the physical deficit being a problem on film. Show me Rashawn Slater's short arms being an issue for him. Then I'll mark him down for it. Show me 170-something pounds being a problem for DeVonta Smith. Dude, I'm telling you, you can't find it. So, the real look, I'll ask you in the chat room, man. Eventually, I'm going to put out my top 50, and I think I'll do it Friday, and I'll make it a reaction show and let everyone see my ranking and my evaluation. But someone tell me what Jamar Chase does better than DeVonta Smith. And I mean, really get specific right there. So, nice little comeback for DeVonta Smith. Hauls ass upfield, stops on a dime, comes back to the football with good separation, high points the football, makes another move, makes 2 other defenders miss, and gets extra yards after the catch. Now, tell me everything that I said just now isn't everything that you want in a number 1 wide receiver. Dude, look at the separation. It's just a go route. Runs right by the safety. Hands catch on the football. Dude, I'm telling you. You heard it here first. DeVonta Smith is wide receiver number 1. Number 1. Not Jamar Chase. Not Jalen Waddle. DeVonta Smith is wide receiver number 1. They have him lined up sometimes in the slot. Another beautiful play, man. And look how he's able to outrun the defender. And he knows that the defender is going to dive at his feet, try and trip him up, and just gets to high stepping and just dances on him. Dances on him. Amos says that's a young Marvin Harris, man. I'm on your team, bro. Oh, beautiful. Dude, both feet down in bounds. On the out route back to the sideline. Catches the ball. Look how nimble. Listen, for a moment, imagine DeVonta Smith in this offense. With Joe Brady, a mobile Sam Darnold, now you have Christian McCaffrey, now you have DJ Moore, now you have Robbie Anderson. Dude, that is nightmare fuel for opposing defenses. Who are you going to cover? Really, who are you going to cover in that scenario? Oh, Tim, I know why they have Jamar going in front of them, but I'm telling you that they're all wrong. They're all wrong. DeVonta Smith is the best wide receiver in this year's draft class. On the little mesh route underneath, makes a play, makes a move, makes what, 2 or 3 defenders miss, picks up yards after the catch, and picks up the touchdown. I mean, hell, people want to knock this man for 170 pounds. For me, it's a plus. Look how nimble this man is. You're never able to get your hands on him, to get a clean tackle or really wrap your hands around him. He's so slippery and evasive. So listen, DeReal, I'm not denying that Jamar Chase is a very physical wide receiver. No doubt. My man will go up and high point the football. And I also don't want to make people think that I'm trying to say Jamar Chase or Jalen Waddle are bad receivers by any means. But when I look at what I want a number one wide receiver to do, DeVonta Smith does it. Oh, almost had that too. Had to come back to the football. If that ball was more out in front of him, DeVonta Smith would have made a play. I mean, listen, DeReal, for my money watching film, DeVonta Smith is every bit as physical as Jamar Chase. I mean, dude, he will go up over defenders. They will put him in press man coverage, and they're just not able to move him off of his route. The man makes a move, evades defenders. He picks up yards after the catch. Look at Matt Jones trying to run. Good for him. Big Low Country Sports, I appreciate that, man. Beautiful slant route on the inside. Beautiful footwork. Does a double fake to the inside or to the outside. Cuts it back in, catches the ball, and just zips right into the end zone. Whew. Man. Look at my man blocking. Look at him using those long arms. Engaging the defender, locking out, giving the running back time to bounce it to the outside. Dude, that's number one wide receiver stuff, man. DeVonta Smith won the Heisman Trophy over Trevor Lawrence. I mean, come on, dude. Show me film where DeVonta Smith is getting bullied around. Show me the part of his film in 2019 or 2020 where a corner is just able to out physical and out muscle and outmaneuver DeVonta Smith. I have not been able to find that film. And trust me, I've been looking, bro. Stream cut, appreciate you, 10. Hit the stop. I'll be right back, LOL. Stay there. I'm coming back. Stay there, LOL. All right, dude, here I am just minding my business, waiting for the stream to pop back up. Dude, StreamYard tripping, bro. Ay, ay, ay. And we're back, folks. Big Low Country. Appreciate you, bro. Happy that you share my pain. Hey, man, shout out to 10 Tizzy, man. Dude, I don't know why we haven't already done it. I'm going to make you a moderator, bro, and help you patrol Tuesday nights and shit, too. But I appreciate you guys looking out and telling me that the stream went down. But listen, I mean, I pretty much, look, you saw what I had to say, man. I'm a fan of DeVonta Smith. And I normally don't like to find myself agreeing with Mel Kiper. But after Mel Kiper has taken DeVonta Smith at number 8, man, I don't know if I'd be too upset with that, dude. The opportunity to have that kind of offense with DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, Christian McCaffrey, and then you throw in DeVonta Smith also. Listen, and you're going to have to pay DJ Moore in another, I think we're going to pick up his 5th round option, hopefully. So we're going to have to make a decision on DJ Moore sometime soon. And evaluating DJ Moore might be a little bit easier knowing that you have a guy like DeVonta Smith that's also willing to come in and just, I mean, dude, you saw the film. The guy goes up and high points the football. He never gets out muscled by corners. They put him in press man coverage. He'll slice it up. They'll put him in zone coverage, and it doesn't matter. He'll find the soft spot in the zone, make a play back to the football, and really just be the best friend that a quarterback has ever had. And listen, if DeVonta Smith is in consideration for us, then, man, the Panthers really might be in contention to trade down a few spots, especially if other teams are going to fall in love with, you know, an offensive tackle or Trey Lance or a quarterback. It really opens up a ton of possibilities for Carolina. But a number 1 wide receiver like that, dude, I'm just blown away by DeVonta Smith. I think he would be an incredible playmaker in Carolina. Imagine what Joe Brady would be able to do with this man. I mean, the sky is the limit, dude. It really is, man. Let me get some shout-outs in the chat before I jump off here. Big Low Country, Falcons fan, I appreciate you, man. Jermaine Shepard. Hey, bro, you might need to think about it, dude. With this kind of player, it might be too good to pass up on. I kind of feel as though the Panthers are going to have a number 1 tackle on their board. It'll either be Penei Sewell or Rashawn Slater. I think they'll prefer one over the other. And then if they don't land either of those, man, this is a deep class for offensive tackles. You have Liam Eichenberg from Notre Dame, Alex Leatherwood, also from Alabama, who might be available with the Panthers' 39th pick. Dude, DeVonta Smith might be the pick, y'all. And I didn't think that even up to a few days ago. But upon watching more film and more film and more film, I don't know. I don't know, man. What do y'all think? Let me know. I'm at Cody Lack on Twitter. You can follow me. And, dude, listen, DeVonta Smith, I'm all of a sudden kind of crushing on this pick right now, man. It might be the move. Tell me what you think. Let me know on Twitter. hit the like button, hit the subscribe if you're enjoying the film room. Until Friday, in which I will be debuting my top 50 players of the NFL draft. Check that out on Friday, man. As always, Cody Lashing, over and out. Peace and love. Keep pounding, C3 fam.